So Foxwoods was more than a year ago.
Yeah, I wish I could go back. Had a blast.
Uh,
Fantastic place.
our first fork and lift. Not that
Yeah,
not that
it
we've
was.
done more. We've only done two of them,
Yeah, that was the first. Yeah, the
but
first of many to come. Still.
but the gym stuff was. I mean, that gym is great.
Yeah, it was a really nice gym. It did have a bunch of stuff you could do for any type of person, really. I mean, there's plenty of workouts to do. The treadmills were good. The machines were new.
Well, we went on. It was a rainy day, but like it was a rainy day in March. But this I didn't realize this until I went back and I walked through it. The treadmills are facing the pool,
Yeah,
like second level,
yeah, with the
so you
window wide open. Yeah,
overlook the pool
yep,
and the.
yep,
I
yep.
mean, I could have stayed on that
That's
if
why I didn't go on it because if I went on it, I would have wanted to go swimming
yeah.
because the pool was right there.
And then, but the spa was pretty good.
Spa was awesome. The steam room was fantastic.
The sauna
Sauna was awesome.
with the red light therapy,
Yep.
we easily we easily
Got rid of some stress.
well, we were in there at least 60 minutes.
Opened up some pores. Let the body relax, the mind relax, the soul relax.
Did you do the hot tub after?
Yes.
Did you jump in the pool? Did you do like the cold dip? I know it's not a real cold plunge, but like
No, I would have, but I ended up just doing the hot tub first.
I went. Yeah, I think I did like three, like back and forth twice. But like that, I don't know why that relaxes you so much.
Because it's just it's the same way we're going out to eat,
Yeah,
relaxes people. You know, it's a nice quiet environment. There's no rush. There's no schedule. You know, for two guys who are constantly on the move, working day in and day out, that little bit of a break, a little bit of a respite really makes a
yeah.
difference.
It was the first time we hung out. I think in 7 or 8 years we had only hung out three times without no, two times without our kids.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's a coincidence, but we had fun.
yeah. Well, the best part, and of course they're playing around us right now, which is
Of
awesome.
course.
The best part was that after dinner, and I want you to talk. I want your opinion on. I mean, I know what your opinion is, but I want your opinion on um, Hell's Kitchen, Gordon Ramsay's Hell's Kitchen. But I just remember that we were back in the room and like going to sleep at like 8:40.
Yeah, during a Celtics game.
During a Celtics playoff game. Yeah.
Celtics playoff game. Yep. But that's also because I had a tomahawk.
Oh no, that one was regular. That was March, so that was regular season.
Oh,
The
well, yeah,
Mirabeau
that's right.
was.
That's right. That's right.
We'll talk about Mirabeau, but Mirabeau was during playoffs.
That was during the playoffs.
We did the same thing though.
Did the same exact thing. You could,
but being at Fox,
different locations, same result.
But the funny thing is, being at Foxwoods, casino, all the bars, all the restaurants, and we're just like, yeah, we're good.
Better. Pillow sounded like the better option.
We're good.
Again, I had a tomahawk steak the size of my sneaker, so that ought to do it. The food was fantastic. You know, the drinks are fantastic. The service was awesome.
Yeah, very. I remember
But in a relaxed state after working out and eating and going to a sauna and a whirlpool, there's nothing else to do except go to sleep. What else are you gonna do? We could have gambled. We gambled when we ate after swimming. And again, both passed out. I mean, at the end of the day, that place could have literally shook. Every floor could have shook, and we still would have slept through it.
Oh yeah, that was a good night's sleep. I think part of it is like you said, we got to just work out on our own timetable. We weren't in like, all right, we got to get everything in 50 minutes,
right.
Shower, get back to work, get back home.
And I got to have a nice light workout, which normally I wouldn't do. If I had done one of my regular workouts, you probably would have been dragging me out of the gym in a body bag. So at least at that point, you know, being able to.
I was surprised you didn't do. I mean, I didn't know where you were in your workout cycle, but I was surprised you didn't do legs, knowing that we had the whirlpool and the sauna and the steam room after.
Well, I will tell you this. I definitely don't do leg workouts unless they're my exact workout. And to be perfectly honest, my workouts, if I work out on a Monday, my legs are still sore on Friday. So, and I had already done my leg day earlier in that week just because I knew we were going to be there and I knew we were going to have access to a whirlpool. And I wanted to not be, I wanted to be able to swim. My legs are incredibly sore and sometimes I can't move. So, it would have been a better idea to just do the work that we did, get a little, get a little polish on, and then go and feed the muscle. You okay? Huh?
Now, obviously, you love the steak, right?
The steak was amazing. Every bite, every bite. The steak was amazing before I even touched it. I can tell by looking at it.
I was gonna say I got the picture right there with the tomatoes and
yep, and the shrimp on top of it.
yep. Waitress was really nice too. Like
yeah, she was cool.
She didn't care that we're taking pictures and stuff for the blog and everything.
In a timely manner. Was very friendly.
But I was trying to remember what the other. I'm like he liked something else, and was it a drink? Was it? And I remember what it was. It was a sticky toffee bread pudding.
Yeah, that's what caused the sleep.
Yeah, that was like coma inducing.
Yeah,
and she was super nice. I remember because we're like, yeah, we'll just have one because we're stuffed with all the other stuff they threw at us, and she still brought us two.
That thing was an old school WWE sleeper hold.
Yeah.
I was the guy on Saturday with the unit thing that gets his ass beat all the time. That thing put me to sleep.
So here's the real question. Do you want to talk about what happened after on the drive home?
No. No, that was a disaster. That was an absolute disaster. But I will say this, and I could summarize, so I don't have to make it a long story about it. Having my Jeep break down on the ride home from Foxwoods, if I had to crawl home, I still would have done it because of the time we had.
Yeah.
You can't take that. You can't take anything away from that. And I actually wouldn't. I think even with that happening, that still didn't put a stain on the time that we had.
Yeah.
And if it happened again, it wouldn't. It still wouldn't. It was just the fact that we got to hang out, go to the gym, go to a spa, get treated, then sleep. I mean, we could have watched basketball, but that wasn't happening. It's like the minute we laid down, we were out cold. But I still wouldn't have changed that because the amazing food, the amenities, everything that we did was awesome. I would do that every weekend for millionaires.
Well, I think that's why millionaires live forever. Like that, you got a lot of millionaires that are not really in great shape. That they hang on into their 90s, and you're like, look at them, and you're like, what the hell? Well, it's because they get rid of the stress. They do this all the time.
Yep, stress will kill you. That was paradise.
Yeah,
it was paradise for 24 hours.